Oh, we have another match immediately against Gideon. A lot of action here in TTAPulse. But yeah, don't worry about your end game. You couldn't really do too much there. You were behind in culture.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah,
New year, new sub.
New year, new sub. Well, I would say new year, old sub, because you have been here for 17 months. Thank you very much for your resub, Jakub. Very much appreciated. And yeah, let's continue that. He takes engineering genius. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Roman roads on 2, Hammurabi on 2. I don't want Stonehenge. I'm happy with rich land and urban growth. Isabella helped with corruption and for the 2 colonies. Yeah, she helped with corruption. But iron also would have helped with corruption if you didn't have everything on bronze. She helped with the 2 colonies, definitely. So yeah, maybe she wasn't the problem. I don't know. It's hard to say where the game would have gone if it had gone differently. But the setup was great with pyramids and Machu Picchu. It just felt like your iron was a little bit too late. And yeah, Saladin's civil action also helps, so that's a better way to get out of corruption. Just spend your rocks, don't have them lying around. I don't know if Saladin was an option in that game. If he was on an awkward spot or something. So about this game here, again, not a lot of military actions, not a single one besides Caesar, so we'll have to watch out for that. Okay, he does go for Hammurabi and we get the Roman roads, okay. I want Hippocrates next turn. So what do I do with my last selection here? I could also go for Boudica. I guess we're going Boudica. I was aiming for Darwin and then I went for someone else. Yeah, when you had a lot of science production in the end, but Nobel can be strong, definitely. It's just hard to play someone who has dramas going and such. So yeah. A lot of early leaders here. Eleanor, Columbus with the developed. We also have Suez Canal. Or just play developed and go for Isabella. Could also work. We don't have to rush into them. We can just let them come down a little bit. Could also go Eleanor, but I'd rather go Isabella or Columbus. Delay the printing press. Delay the philosophy, maybe go for printing press. Then there's Darwin, Gaudi, Shakespeare. Get the science from Boudica a little bit for 1 or 2 turns. Yeah, Nobel is always fine and always solves science quite nicely. So I don't know if he was bad. Was the war ever dangerous? A little bit, yeah. In the very end, but even then I think we could have still won. Even if we lost the war. Okay, he builds a warrior to make us weaker. That is interesting. When he doesn't have a free worker, we don't have a free worker, I'll push here. Get the planning. We can get trade routes, yeah. build the warrior, it's free. Then next turn maybe Isabella. And then yeah, maybe next turn Isabella. We want to delay our lab anyway, so it's fine building the warrior instead. Another territory, okay. Now I really want Isabella. Now I definitely want Isabella. And he wants code. He can get the code, develop it immediately. Or maybe that means he doesn't go for Isabella this turn. But I think definitely an interesting start here. Interesting that he went for that warrior. Paying 2 for early warriors is... Maybe did it for corruption, but... He probably mostly did it to deny us the science. But him spending 2 rocks to deny us 1 science, where we still get the 2 rocks to build the warrior. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Also, he's not drawing any cards. I mean, we also only do 1, but it was a colony, so Isabella is an option. And then there are some knights here. We could go for... I mean, if he gets stronger again, but I don't really see how he gets stronger again. So we had to build 1 warrior once, and then we have the same strength. We can take the science from Boudica. Helps with that. Then I really wish that we get Isabella. Then we have a very strong resource production. We finish the Roman roads, go for Isabella, go up to 5 rock production. Then we are rich. Then we need to find a way to spend all of those rocks. But I think we can manage. Could go for military. We don't have a tactic yet. But if he goes for code, which I think he will, we get the knights on 1. So next turn is going to be Isabella. Please give us Isabella. Nice, we get Isabella. Great, great, great. Civil life, that can give us pop. In the science, Isabella. Great knights. We are pretty low on science, but that's fine. We have rocks instead. Okay, and with border conflict, we can go for the knights. Maybe that or theocracy. That's a sweet turn. Yeah, definitely. That just was perfection. Every civil action was exactly what we wanted, kind of. Yeah, it is a PP game. We have Shakespeare, we have Darwin, we have Gaudi. We don't have Fleming, but that's okay. With Shakespeare being here. Maybe next up is a Wonder, like Himeji. Play border conflict, get Himeji in 2 turns. Maybe still build that lab now. I mean, printing presses are so late, both of them. So we have to decide if we want to play this with very low science for a couple of turns, or if we just build that philosophy. I mean, drama is still also an option, sure. It worked out great last game. We need happy faces. It has synergy with Shakespeare and Darwin. It gives us something to spend our rocks on, because I can't really go for Silk Road because of civil actions. And same goes for Machu Picchu. If you go Machu Picchu with no extra civil actions, you're gonna run into corruption or stuff like that. So drama is great here. He can also go for drama. I don't know if he's gonna do that. Can finish Stonehenge. Yeah, I see the possibility for him to take the drama here. Knights, drama, okay, patriotism. Okay, he's gonna go for the drama. He saw it last game, how I did it. He's gonna try to do the same, perhaps. Free religion, okay, that makes his drama... Oh, he has no free pop, that kind of hurts. For him. With the border conflict in there, I think we can go for knights. Magic Castle. I think he would take that one away. That's the last good wonder for us from H1, and I have so many rocks I need somewhere to spend those. So Magic Castle is perfect. If he doesn't grab Theocracy, we can maybe go for that. But it doesn't have any priority for us. Yeah, no, that was a great turn, I think. I mean, we didn't do much, but Magic Castle is important. If we didn't have that, we would have nothing to do next turn. No population. So that was important. If he... I mean, if he wants, he can grab the Monarchy. If he wants the Engineering Genius or anything else, we might get Monarchy on 1. Can plan for the Revolution. And in general, we have a lot of extra rocks here. Spending them on the Magi is good. Is Monarchy important here? Yeah, it's pretty important. We have no science and no civil actions, so the Monarchy Revolution would be great for us. And for him, I mean, he needs an extra military action still. He has Hammurabi if he wants to go for the Revolution. Yeah, it's definitely an important card for both of us. Michelangelo for him, okay. Oh, we will get the Monarchy? Yeah, he wants irrigation instead. Okay, okay, we get the Monarchy. I think that's good for us. Okay, extra science is also really good. Cultural heritage or frugality? Nah, cultural heritage is more important. I mean, there's also extra science in the developed and all. Yeah, this is, again, good turn, good turn. Yeah, maybe we're gonna wait one turn with the Monarchy Revolution, depending on what we can grab, or we don't even do the Revolution. Next turn we could do printing presses. Go for one printing press. And then either set up the next turn to go the Monarchy Revolution, which would also fit perfectly. Because then it's going to be the end of the age, and only H1 cards on the deck with H2 cards coming up, so Monarchy Revolution would be okay. These cards, I mean, we have strength under control. He has no free population. I mean, he could go for knights. If he has a tactic, he can get stronger. Yeah, I don't know if he will end the age. He definitely wants the iron, and his hand is really full. And he can actually finish Machu Picchu this turn, so that is probably gonna be what he does. Finish that for 3, grab iron. And then maybe breakthrough or maybe develop something. I mean, he's gonna have a good setup here as well. Iron, develop it. Okay, so we can still use the urban growth. Things have gone interesting after he went away to play a few turns of the International Championship. Yeah, games become pretty interesting quite fast in my experience. Call to arms, good. He gets H1 cards, not H2 cards. And then printing presses, it is. I mean, corruption, revolution is always going to be a little bit of an issue. Because we have 5 production. But this still has to be the move. Oh, tactics, nice. Sometimes I think I play the async games too quickly. Yeah, me too, definitely. I play the async games way too fast, and sometimes you would definitely notice that the other guys are taking their time with their turns, and that definitely helps. So yeah. We could get Wealthy to help with corruption, yeah, but the thing is, Wealthy doesn't help immediately, so we would need to wait one turn. Again. And then, I mean, we have 3 science protection now. We can't just go for monarchy normally. Maybe we win the developed, something like that. But yeah, we definitely want the extra MA as fast as possible. We could just, yeah, take a bite of the sour apple and go for the monarchy. Okay, he's gonna... Interesting, he stays weaker but goes for military. I mean, I have to play immigration, yeah. Developed. Nice, nice. And this actually can give us the monarchy turn, right? We spend rocks to get out of corruption. He can't have that much here, right? Bean max everything. And we can always decide later we want to send the knight instead. But if we spend 3 rocks, we will have no corruption. Actually, even if we only spend 1 rock, right? Because of the blue cube. But 3 rocks also works. We keep the knight. Yeah, this actually works perfectly. Avoid the corruption. It's only H1 cards on the deck here. I mean, Breakthrough has some value. We can still go for Iron next turn. Selective Breeding. All of these have value. But I'd rather just do this. I mean, it could also do this, grab the selective or something, but I think saving the science on the revolution. Yeah, it could have been the alternative, the cultural and no revolution, but we would spend a lot of our science for that. We still don't have the highest production. I mean, yeah, we might have a problem here with the selective, but there is the ocean liner. We have 1 extra or 2 extra yellow cubes. So we have 2 more population we can get easily. After that, even a 3rd one. Or not easily, but in time we will have extra pop. Yeah, prosperity is really interesting here with the immigration being there as well. I mean, there's Pierre. We could either go for team sports. He goes for Harvard College. Yeah, makes sense. Upgrades his production. So we do get the selective breeding. Great. And I think I will push the prosperity. There's still the border conflict in there. The wealthy instead. Okay, he bid 4 last time. Yeah, the problem is... I mean, we're gonna get population next turn, so there's no problem actually. Okay. He has so many rocks anyway, so he can win it for... I mean, if he has... He did draw 2 cards. Well done, well done. This is also great. Not just once. And go for breakthrough and iron. Iron is still a good card here. We can upgrade our production next turn completely. Yeah, iron gives us something really good to do next turn. Darwin strategy. I mean, Darwin could also be a thing. There's the team sports. That is also a thing. But first, the thing I do have to do is go really quickly. Oh, what do you do? See you next time, Turbrick. Thanks for being here. Okay, he finished the Harvard College. I can play the International. There's border conflict on top, giving us even more rocks. He has to destroy something. He probably want food. He doesn't need the extra farm. Opera seems kind of important here, I think. We need to, yeah, that keeps Shakespeare as a possibility. On the other hand, journalism is also really important actually, because yeah, I think those two cards have to be grabbed. Taking journalism away from him so he can't go for Shakespeare, and getting opera so we can go for Shakespeare. And this gets us out of corruption, so we do that. Yeah, we have a great Shakespeare setup, and we could even still go for Darwin. Cornmon also super important, but can't deny Cornmon this turn. Too many important things. So many important things. At least he has to pay 2 selections for it. He doesn't get it this turn. Not even next turn unless he builds another lab or something. So the immigration here is a problem now. There's also prosperity, so I'm really hoping for an early Shakespeare now. To help with those events. Help with the cultural influence. I mean, we have 4 production, he has 6. Okay, opera. Now we have a lot of rocks. Could build a couple of extra printing presses. And we have full information what's coming, and he doesn't. So maybe we can leverage that a little bit. He on the other hand does have the Harvard College. Yeah, I mean he has to grab Cornwall for 2 here. 2 selections are gone for that, and then try to set up a way to get that next turn. He could destroy one of the farms with the border conflict. But he can't build one more philosophy because he can't build one more urban building of those. So that is a problem for him. Could play the Inhabited, but I'm not so sure about that one. Shakespeare sadly did not come out. Now I can't win the immigration here. We're just using this turn to upgrade some more iron. And grabbing the breakthrough. And at least his hand is pretty full. And he doesn't have the science for Cornmon, so he can't research any of these technologies right now. He can't build an extra drama. Take cannon. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I think I'd rather have the breakthrough. We have a tactic already. I don't think he can go for the other cannon. I mean, yeah, he can maybe. Maybe he can grab the second cannon, pop, pop. We upgrade one more food. That could be his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really change anything. Yeah, there's one cav left. We could still go for those and then the hussars. But I guess cannons is still good, really good to have. I think I will get rid of the war of attack. Or do I? Could go for Nobel and a war next turn. And let's get rid of the colony. Yeah, the war is actually really interesting for next turn. Missing military actions though. Maybe not the best. Yeah, I probably should have built a knight last turn. Then the war would have been an actual possibility. Where's Mr. Shakespeare? I would really like to see him. For the immigration, for the influence, for the prosperity, for everything basically. He would be important to show up. Ocean and Shakes. Well, we have a lot of population already. We have the good food production, so I don't think we even need the ocean liner. We are happy with our population. Takes a lot of civil actions to build the ocean liner, something we don't have that much of. Okay, he will take it actually, okay. And he doesn't prepare for a Cornwall next turn. We'll finish. He has so much food already. I don't know if he really needs all that. Shakespeare's super late, but good for us. Gaudi is also an option. For him, I guess also could be an option. What do we do here? I mean, I can increase pop a couple of times, maybe build extra printing presses. The wave is always good. On the other hand, I could just play the cultural heritage. I don't think he has the civil actions to deny us justice system. I can just get that next turn. Yeah, maybe just play cultural heritage. Don't make a hand too full. We only have 5 civil actions right now. The alternative is go for justice this turn. But I like the printing presses. And I don't think, if he wants to deny justice system, making his hand very full, he should do that. Yeah, maybe I was thinking the same. If we do it like this, I could also imagine the wave. We have a hand space then. And the wave is easily usable right now. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have kept the war on 1 card instead. Okay, Vast can be played. There's Gaudi. You could actually grab Suez Canal here and get and finish it this turn, thanks to the architecture and okay, there's immigration. I mean, he has enough population. That doesn't really hurt that much. Yeah, this really delayed Conmon. I also don't know why he went for strategy. He didn't need strategy. He wanted to be stronger, I guess, but if he had not done that, he could have gone for Conmon this turn. I mean, that was fine. Just use your civil actions to go for an extra wonder, the Ocean Liner. But then don't spend your science, but go for the Conmon this turn then. Yeah, he needs a lot of CAs to get rid of the food, and there's no red cross where he could be saving it for. There could be still reds. I don't know if he saw that card and knows it's out, but I mean, maybe even reds would help him. I don't know, he is also kind of scary with a lot of rocks and free population from the Ocean Liner, which also saves civil actions. We will lose Isabella now, so we don't get the civil action back, making Shakespeare a little bit awkward next turn. No red cross. Oh yeah, true. He has so many wonders. Wonders are going to be hard for him anyway. Okay, knights. He still wants knights. A lot of knights and Gaudi, okay. 14 rocks, 14 strength, at least we have that. Okay, so we lose Isabella. Next turn Shakespeare. This turn Justice. One more printing press, maybe. What do we do with military? I mean, he went for this. Does he have the classic army? Suez too late? Yeah, I think Suez is too late. We don't... Yeah, I think it's too late. Vast territory is also not that great with Suez. Only 2 extra rock production. And with him going for all of these knights, that kind of tells me he has a tactic. When has religion? I think we solve our happy face with Shakespeare and operas. But I think we should deny him the rifleman. That also guarantees that Shakespeare's on 1 next turn. We don't have a full hand, we go for Shakespeare, opera. Yeah, his biggest problem is still the 8 to 8 from the cultural influence, that's fine. His biggest issue is still the civil actions and the food. It really starts to pile up. You can't even build an extra drama now. Can go for team sports. That solves his happy faces. He's setting up for Pierre. He gets a better Gaudi. But we will be strong with Shakespeare. Shakespeare 2 operas next turn. Really ramps up the culture. Yeah, if you imagine that this strategy could also be a Conmon, that would have made him a lot scarier here. I mean, not scarier in the military, but scarier in the culture production. Could build an extra drama, could... I guess only the extra drama, but in general, having the civil actions would have made him a lot stronger. And now he has the same from again, right? If he goes for team sports, he can't go for Cornmon. Oh, like this? Okay, no. 11 signs next turn, so no Cornmon for him. Next turn, again. So this has to happen here, I think. Can we defend? 7 plus 8 is 15, 16. Yeah, with the Magic Castle we can. If he wants to waste his politics phase with going for an aggression he can't win, that's fine. No, what we need the most is military actions. But I guess I can increase pop here. Not getting Cav. Yeah, it is a problem, but I think it's fine. We have riflemen and cannons. I mean, no tactic for those, but H3 tactics are a thing. Don't want to I don't want too many cards in hand. I don't think I should grab the reserves here. Okay, actually, do I have to get rid of the input of culture? That would suck. I guess I play it then. Yeah, that means I have to play it. Actually, it was good for us that it wasn't the prosperity. That will give us a lot more food like this. No tactic, sadly. I mean, there's still the tanks. He doesn't know that he needs to deny them. There's no ref for Howard. Yeah, he could have also taken the ref with the international agreement and get the Conmon. But yeah, not like this. Air Force on 2. Yeah, he needs his civil actions. So Air Force on 2 hurts him. He can't take these precious yellow cards, patriotism reserves. I mean, he can take 1 or 2 of them. But making his hand full, I guess he can research cannons, but that means no Cornmon again. Okay, takes computers and movies. I mean, computers, sure, computers are great actually for him. Go for computers, upgrade. He has that architecture. Yeah, that's a good move. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna open the prosperity, give him 7 more food. Something he really, really needs. Actually, can't play these impacts here. Harmony might get better, but against someone with the Ocean Liner, I'd rather not. And it's unlikely that he builds 1 more mine or farm. So Harmony could be playable if we go for more military. But yeah. There's Hollywood and internet. That's very good. We can go for computers, get rid of the efficient upgrade in his hand. That's also great, getting the hand space. So computers, upgrade. Patriotism and reserves, so he gets to those 2, but he misses out on air forces. For now. But the other one doesn't show up, so I have to grab the air forces. Okay. Well, then let's skip. Or give him the food. And one more drama. 23 culture production is great. Reserves are great. Ref. I mean, he doesn't need the ref anymore. I don't think we have to deny that for 3. We can wait. He doesn't even want to pay 2 selections for the ref. Yeah, we have to go for wave. We have to go for air forces. It actually works quite nice. We get the reserves as well. Could also grab engineering genius, but I mean, the reserves are more flexible. Yeah. Get rid of all of these. I didn't want to play them last turn. Why should I play them later? Impact of Science never. Population also unlikely. I mean, he is capped soon. Maybe population can be good, but can I defend like this? 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I can always defend with the Magic Castle. Yeah, 1 impact in hand. Sure. Okay, military theory. Sucks that it comes out during his turn, but he can Conmon, grab military theory away. I imagine he's not too happy about the extra food he just got. 21 food just sitting around. But he will get more civil actions this turn, I think. I think he would have liked it more, of course, if he had gotten democracy or something like that. But he needs his civil actions and building space. So he has to go for Conmon now. And yeah, the thing is, you can't get more than 4 extra population unless these are colonies. But I think we had the vast and then habited. So yeah, I can play the input of population. Happiness, maybe not. He can pop all yellows. Right, he can get 1 from the ocean liner and then pop, pop, pop. But that actually would give him starvation if he goes completely into the at the end of the yellow bank. 21 food. Crazy that he has that many blue cubes, but he got the wealthy and he got that 1 from the Machu. I guess I could go for internet. He has a lot of rocks, so he can go for movies maybe, but we're just still outproducing him by so much. And wonders are so hard for him because of the 4 that he's got already. So maybe just grabbing internet next time for us will be enough. But with him getting the military theory, we also have to be careful. So I'm very glad that we have the Air Force. Sadly, no new tactic yet. So Gideon, where do you want to take this game? Are you gonna go for movies, try to outproduce us in culture, maybe catch up with impacts? Even though we had a couple of good impacts for him. I don't think there's too many. Like, it's not that like he has everything and we have nothing. I mean, yeah, it's science, technology, but we had science. Okay, let's go for Conmon, endowment, growth, no military theory. Okay, one more computers. And threatening military, but at least we get the ref on 1 and military theory. And I think, are we gonna play population? Yeah. Migration doesn't do anything. So these two definitely happen. Then I would like to grab internet, but I guess then there's only Hollywood left. And that if he gets that, but it's so hard for him to grab a wonder. But I have to grab a revolutionary idea. I can build 1 Air Force. Can't get stronger here. No. This is fine. Will we need more happiness later? Yeah, we will need more happiness later, but Pro Sports is awkward because we need hand space. And this would work, yeah. And then go grab Pro Sports. I mean, when Shakespeare's gone, yeah, we're gonna have some problems. Also, Pro Sports is great for a lot of impacts. Yeah, you guys are right. Pro Sports has to be my happiness solution, probably. Then happiness is also a good card. Can help with the wars. We don't have that many MAs. Okay, and a tactic. We can go for... I mean, there's also tanks now. Variety is also... Variety is good for both of us. Yeah. So either we get the tanks or we get... to go for cannons and mechanized army. Of course, tanks would be the better solution. We don't have a war, so we can't go full for that. And now the big question for him is, does he just grab the Hollywood? It's not even that great for him at this point, but if he doesn't grab it now, we will, and then he doesn't get a wonder. Ah, interesting, interesting. Aiming for Maya, yeah, definitely possible. I mean, Gaudi is giving him how much? 4 production. So Maya would have given him 9, so that is quite the upgrade, but still not enough to overtake us. Could also go Einstein. So yes, solution or possibilities, but the problem is he's behind more than 30 culture, and if he goes for these leaders now, he doesn't get Hollywood, and then he doesn't get a wonder at all, and we get a pretty good one. So then he would also need a war, and with this setup, war's pretty hard, especially against the Magic Castle. And someone who has riflemen and cannons in hand, he has no idea about our tactics. We even have this H2 card that could be anything that could be the mobile artillery if he doesn't have that, or fortifications, Napoleonic. How come Hollywood is so good? Does it benefit from Shakespeare bonus? Yes. Shakespeare says that the theaters, that the pairs, each library theater pair produce an additional 2. So not Shakespeare producing it, the pairs are producing it. So Hollywood does get the extra from that. So it will be less when Shakespeare's gone. It will be quite a lot less. Okay, Einstein, modern infantry. Okay, this is mean. This is pretty mean, but this means we have to go for tanks and not the Hollywood then. Bit of culture is great. We're missing 1 science to go for military theory. The next turn is his last chance to go for war. And like this, we have enough for 2 tanks. Depending on his tactic, it can hurt. But Hollywood is pretty bad for him, so I don't think we have to be afraid of that. We can't just grab Hollywood for 4. And then we don't get tanks. Go for cannon. Cannon and military theory next turn. But this tactic is pretty bad. And then we maybe can't even finish the Hollywood. So yeah. Has to be tanks. Could actually go for cannons as well then. And then we miss out on reserves. So only 1 cannon. So I think tanks is just more efficient. Because we can go for 1 more army. It's 10, 14. So it's exactly 1 army. We have the air forces to combo with that. We have enough MAs. Oh wait, yeah. I have to play the tactic, yes. Thanks for reminding me, game. And then we even have enough for pro sports. Just 1 tank upgrade to draw 1 card. It could have been interesting. I don't know about aggression, but with the Magic Castle, yeah, it probably would have been an option to draw the 1 card. I mean, we still have the. I maybe can't even play this. Yeah, no, he could go for Hollywood, but it's at 8 for him. Even if he goes for movies, can maybe do 1 upgrade. But he has to try use his science. I mean, he has 21. If he has a bit of technology, could still be a chance. But yeah, he's 60 culture behind. We're still outproducing him. He does have quite a lot he can get from Einstein, but Einstein, even 3 technologies, is only 9 culture, so he's still 50 behind. We will lose Shakespeare though. We will lose Shakespeare and then... But he also kind of has to grab Hollywood. If not, then we get it. And we have the rocks to finish it. So I'm counting no war. I don't think he can go for war. On the other hand, he has... Oh. He has Howard College and can maybe enable the military build-up. So maybe I shouldn't have done the upgrade to be weaker. And don't enable him. Right, no air forces, that's true, but he's limited on civil actions and rocks. So let's say he has Napoleonic army, he can play that. He will lose 8 strength, then he's weaker. Grab and play military build-up. Get some population, build cannons. Nope, no war. Okay, competition, 15 to 12. That's alright. And he has to hurry a little bit. And let's see if the impacts can wreck us. Even Import of Technology, we have 2, we get 1 more with the Pro Sport, so 3 technologies isn't that bad. Sure, he gets 1, 2, up to 7 or 8. That would be a good impact for him, no doubt about that. Okay, Democracy, Hollywood, yeah, he has to deny Hollywood, that's rough for him. Okay, he did have the Classic Army. No, we don't play Impact. If it's Impact of Happiness or Population, we are pretty screwed. So we go for Pro Sports this turn. And I guess then Churchill. Churchill means 3 culture this turn, 3 culture next turn. The alternative could be Ref for the military theory. That is good for a lot of impacts. And then Churchill next turn. That's 3 culture. But we get the 2 culture back for the variety if we go for military theory. There's also satellites, which he can go for. But we can't go for satellites if we don't grab the revolutionary idea. So these are 3 civil actions we have to do. 100%. Then we have 3 civil actions left. Either go for Churchill for 3 culture this turn or revolutionary idea for the military theory next turn. And I think with the input of variety it makes sense. We're gonna play that. And we're gonna go for military theory. Aggression. Is aggression a problem? We have 37 plus 6, 7, 8. So sacrificing here is 40, yeah, no problem. It feels weird not getting Churchill here. But military theory is very good for a lot of impacts. Strength, okay. That would have been nice if that had been population or happiness. Both of them are weak at the moment because of the unhappy worker. The rifleman denier was right. Yeah, that's true. The rifleman was... Did we? Yeah, we did deny them. That was definitely a good move. That would have been scary if it had those. Our advantage is getting smaller here. He can finish the Hollywood for 8, if that's the best he can do. With reserves, he might also get 1 movies upgrade. He might actually not build the extra religion then. But he has urban growth 2. It's gonna be satellites, movies, oil. That's technology, definitely. When do we even play this? I mean, yeah, it's 3 culture. Yeah, I think we play that. We go for the military theory, making input variety better. That's the worst one, of course. We wanted that later. And competition is out already, but we have nothing else to do with that anyway. We get our production 7. I mean, we have quite the lead, and we know most of the impacts. I think we got this. Hey Gideon, thriller impacts incoming. Variety 20 to 20. Population 20 to 24. Progress 12 to 22. Gets closer. But the last one is happiness 16 to 16. So whew, we got it. We had a very big lead and Gedin was almost able to catch up, but he missed out on 11 culture. Yeah, a great game. What a great game. I had a feeling that that would get close. We had 60 culture lead, but Einstein gave so much. The impacts really on his side. Computers were great. That was a really good move. But luckily, I think if there was one more turn or something, we might have lost this. Which is insane, even with our crazy production from Shakespeare. But what a good game. What a good game. So thanks for playing, Gedin. And that also means we get another win. So, great year thus far. 3 games, 3 wins today. So we will go up to silver, H3, or what do we get? New rank is silver H1. Okay, silver H1 it is. So we reached silver. That's good. That's good. Yeah, 11 signs for 3 turns with Conmon in hand. That was, yeah, that we were saying that one sign's missing. That could have changed everything. I was thinking maybe you should have waited with the strategy and get Conmon earlier. And yeah, rifles, I was thinking if I should take it or not, but with you going for 70 knights, I had the feeling you probably had. Did I have cannons tech? No, I had almost no tactics at all. I had only the hussars. And then in the end I had mechanized army, but in H2 I didn't get a single tactic besides the hussars. But alright, this has been great. 3 games, 3 wins, I like that. Most of the games were pretty fun. The first one sadly was against the bot in the end, or after a little bit. That wasn't the best game, but hope you guys enjoyed all of them. And I once again wish all of you Happy New Year. May it be a good one for you personally and for the world, if that's possible. And yeah, see you next time and have a nice evening, guys.